Hi, everybody. Welcome to Interactive English, which is an English lesson I have live here on my YouTube channel, on the Teacher Zdenek YouTube channel, with one of the members of my Discord group called the Achievers Chamber, that all of you are welcome to join. And my guest today is none other than Martin. Hi, Martin.
Hello, Zdenek.
Long time no see. How are you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm very good. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm okay. The weather is nice. It's pretty hot. I thought I would have to avoid. I thought I could avoid using the AC, the air conditioning, in my apartment, but it's so hot. I have to use it now. Yes. Apart from that, everything is fine. And of course, as always, we would like to welcome the people that are watching us live, such as Christian or Christian. To get involved in the comments, feel free to comment. You can ask us questions. Try to obviously stay on topic so that we make it nice and neat. Martin, I invited you today to talk about Bundesliga.
Yes.
So, my Bundesliga, which is the German football league. And
Yes.
my first question for you is, I invited you as an expert, as a specialist. And my
Oh,
question is,
oh, oh.
what makes you a Bundesliga expert? Why do you think I introduced that? Why do you think I introduced it like that?
I'm an expert in the Bundesliga, or what do you think? Or what do you mean with this?
Yeah,
What
Martin, what
makes
makes
you?
you a Bundesliga
Okay.
expert?
Oh, first question, wrong question, because
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
because I'm actually not this football expert. Other people could expect I am, yeah, but I'm a little bit interested in football, but I'm not not high qualified in football. How to say roots? I know, but I'm not the greatest football
You
expert.
could say that you are not that knowledgeable. It's a good
Yeah,
adjective to use. You are not that knowledgeable
yeah, exactly.
about football. Well, Martin, what I will say is that personally, I know quite a few things about the Premier League, which is the league I am
Yeah.
interested in the most, as you know, and a little bit about the Czech league because I'm Czech. But you, Martin, are German. I know you support a German club. So, of all people I know, of all students in the Achievers Chamber I have, you are the expert. I can't think of a better person to talk to me about
Yeah.
Bundesliga.
Okay.
So
Okay.
here we are.
Yeah.
I know. There are this YouTube channel is a bit. It's like a hybrid, yeah.
Yeah.
There, some people watch this YouTube channel because of football, because I do some football stuff, and then
Mhm.
some people don't like football as well. So this is the football one, I'm afraid. But also it is an English lesson. So as Martin
Yeah.
talks to me about this wonderful topic, in my opinion, which I'm eager to learn more about, I will be making notes, typing, and later we can go through some stuff together.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So we have got some people that I've just mentioned. For example, Damian, our quite he's a brand new member of the Achievers Chamber. I think he joined maybe, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. We last week we did live with him. You might have seen it. He says he's not the biggest football fan, but he's here trying to pretend that that he knows what we are talking about, Martin.
Yeah.
So let's do this, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Martin, have you always watched football?
Yes, I always watch football. It's right. When I was a child, I played football and I was interested, but when I grew up, when I got a little bit older, I changed my sport. I went to swimming, yeah, to swim
You
sport,
betrayed
and
football. You betrayed
yeah,
football.
yeah. But my interest in watching football are still there, yeah, since then.
That's good. Hmm. Okay. Guys, tell us if you watch football. I know Damian doesn't, but there might be some other people watching us live. Tell us if you are interested in football, like myself and Martin, and which football league in particular are you keen on? Tell us in the comments, please. Um, okay, Martin, let's keep going. So I said it already that you support Bundesliga team, and I know you
Yes,
have already mentioned it here
yeah, yeah.
a few years ago on this channel, but uh, remind us, please.
My team is Borussia Dortmund, yeah, and Dortmund is a city in which I live, and yeah, this team I supported, yeah, since I can think about it, about football.
Hmm. So why did you choose Borussia Dortmund, Martin?
It has to do with when I grew up, I was introduced to the team, going to the stadium with my father, and yeah, and then you got you are now I were infected, yeah, and since then I'm into Dortmund or
Hang on,
into football in
are you
Dortmund.
talking about some kind of deadly disease or virus, or what are you
No,
talking
no,
about here, Martin? You said you were infected.
into
So
football, into supporting your team, yeah, into yeah, to looking forward to the next weekend, uh, because there is a new game, yeah, and this is yeah, you are infected in into sport.
I like this. I
I
like
don't
this
know
one.
if I can say it in this way.
We will look at it later, but
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course, the most important thing, guys, remember this. Yeah, we had a discussion about this in the Achievers Chamber yesterday. Uh, Mistakes. I'm here to correct your mistakes because I'm a teacher, so this is part of what I do, and people need it. Everybody needs it. Trust me, I need it too. However, there is something that is more important than this, and that's the meaning. To get the message across, to have a successful interaction with someone. That's why we are learning the language in order to communicate. And the communication, as long as we understand each other, as long as we know what we are talking about. If you say it like that, like you use a nice verb to infect, I made a little joke about it. We understand each other,
mm,
and I bet the people watching us also understand it. That is ultimately the main thing.
mm,
Yes, maybe you made a little mistake in the preposition, and we will
mm,
look at it later.
yeah,
But I would like to make it very clear to all my viewers, to all my followers, to all the Achievers Chamber members that I am aware of this and I subscribe to this. I subscribe to this philosophy that meaning first, getting the message across first. Yeah. Expressing yourself in any way, as long as you're fluent, as long as people understand. The thing is, sometimes if you are not accurate, it will get in the way of the meaning, yeah, which wasn't
mm,
the case now. All
mm,
I'm saying is if you make too many mistakes, people might not understand what you are saying, right?
mm,
It
yeah.
wasn't the case here,
Mm.
but obviously I'm always pro meaning. Pro meaning, hands down.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know.
Helen, you have really
Yeah. Sorry.
surprised me by I wouldn't have guessed. I wouldn't have guessed. Helen is my private student, and she's like yeah, she's can we say she's the mother of the Achievers Chamber? She's something like that. Okay, so Helen, we know. Okay, no surprises there. But maybe after this live with Martin, who knows? Yeah, weirder things happen. you might get infected as well, like Martin did. Martin, so Borussia Dortmund, obviously, it's a traditional team. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very traditional team in Germany, and you know, I'm Czech, and even two very good Czech players used to play, maybe even more, but I know about two very good Czech players that used to play for your team. I wonder if you still remember them. One of them was like more than 2 meters tall. His name was Jan
Yeah.
Koller,
Yeah.
and
Jan Koller. Yeah.
and then there was also my favorite player of all time, my favorite Czech player of all time, Tomáš Rosický.
Yeah.
We used to nickname him Little Mozart.
Yeah.
Do you still remember these
Yeah,
players?
I still remember this guys. Yeah.
Okay.
It's long time ago. I don't know exactly when it
Yeah.
was, but
Well, they
it's a long time.
to be fair, they both retired from
Damian
football.
wrote Robert Lewandowski. Yeah, he was also a football player in Dortmund and
And then he joined
yeah,
Bayern Munich.
to Bayern Munich. Yes.
Yeah. The reason Damian is mentioning it is because Damian is Polish, yeah,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
so
Yeah.
is Robert Lewandowski, obviously. One
Yeah.
of the greatest players of the recent decade, I would say. One of the
Yeah.
most amazing players. Now a little bit getting on. Let's be honest, he's getting on a bit now, but he's still well regarded and currently playing. As if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna mess this up. Is he playing for Barcelona or is he playing for Real Madrid? Oh my god. Okay, I'm
Me
gonna check.
too.
Robert Lewandowski. I think it's Barcelona. Yes. Oh, thank God, I got it right. He's playing for FC Barcelona, obviously, a Spanish giant. But before that, he was at Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
And there is another famous player that went through Borussia Dortmund that everybody talks about now, Martin. You probably know who I'm talking about. The beast
Yeah.
of
Yeah. Yeah.
football. What's his name?
Yeah. Help
He's from
me.
Norway.
Yeah. Yeah. No, in playing in.
He has already forgotten about him. Check this out. Can you believe it? He doesn't. Borussia
Uh,
Dortmund don't
I,
miss him at all. He's playing for Manchester City now,
Manchester City. Yeah.
and his name is similar to the country, the Netherlands. It's very similar to the other way of saying the country, Netherlands.
Yeah. 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 Haaland.
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 Yeah, there you go.
Oh man.
He's Norwegian, of course. Yeah.
How can I forget his name? Yeah.
I think that's that. It's a sign, Martin. It's a sign that you don't need him anymore. You know that maybe it
Yeah.
was painful for you, for
But
Borussia Dortmund fans.
but I have to say, you hear more from him than from Robert Lewandowski from Spain. Yeah.
Ah, you mean
Because
talking about Borussia? You mean or
no, from these both players.
ah.
Robert you hear more about
Oh,
Haaland than
in what
from
in what
Robert
sense,
Lewandowski.
Martin? In what sense do you hear more about them? Like in about their? You mean in terms of their success?
Yes, yes,
After they left yeah, but
yeah.
I think it's a bit unfair to Leva, as they nickname him, because he's like 30. How old is he? He's a bit
He's
34.
older.
I thought he was older than that. He's actually only 34. Okay, then 34 is not too bad. It's not too bad. I thought he was older. My bad. My bad. So yeah. Haaland is like in his prime. How old is he? Like 23 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Let's check it. Haaland, 22. Oh my God, the future is ahead of him. Yeah, so he is already breaking records. Okay, Martin. So let's talk about Borussia Dortmund a little bit here. Yeah. Isn't your team nicknamed the Wasps or something because of the shirts you wear?
No,
You have like striped shirts, like black and yellow stripes, right?
but it's
No?
not called the Wasps.
No, not the Wasps. Okay, my bad. I heard it somewhere. I don't know why. Anyway, the next question is, when was it last time your team actually won something, Martin? Do you remember that?
Oh, Zdenek, don't ask me this question because um,
Well,
Uh,
it's as a football fan, it must be like a moment to remember. Yeah, it's like
yeah,
okay, the league, the
the,
Bundesliga. When was it last time?
the league, it's long time ago, too
Hmm.
long, because in Germany we have one team. This is Bayern Munich.
Yeah,
They are so how to say, so good
dominant,
or so
dominant.
prominent,
Yeah,
and
dominant.
they win the league almost every year. Yeah,
Yeah.
every year since 10 years or so, yeah, or longer, and therefore it's a long time. I have to Google when it was
I
exactly.
did.
Yeah,
I did it for you already.
yeah.
It was in 2011, Martin.
2011 it was. Yeah,
Last time in
it's a
2011, which is
long
a
time ago. Yeah.
long time ago. Did Dortmund ever win the Champions League?
Uh, no.
Never. Are you
Sorry,
sure?
sorry, yeah, sorry. Yes, but it's also a long time ago.
Okay.
But I don't know if this was a Champions League or it's a
I
long
think
time
so.
ago.
I think so. I can see it here.
Called
I found it in 1997.
1997. 1997. Yeah.
Yeah, that
This
seems
is
like
was a year when my son was born. Yeah, this year.
okay. Yeah, that's why you remember it.
Yeah.
That's why you remember when your son was born.
No, no.
I'm joking. I'm
Yeah, I
joking.
know.
I'm joking, of course. Okay, fantastic. So it's been long overdue. Some success, or let's say trophies, are
Yeah,
long overdue. Yeah,
yeah,
we could say that.
yeah.
Mhm.
And this year it's a little bit better. Last week we were on the top of the football table, and but last weekend there was the big game in Germany, Bayern Munich against our team. Yeah,
Yeah.
and but I have to say we lost. We lost this game on
Oh
Saturday,
no.
and
Oh
therefore,
yes, I know. I saw highlights from that game. Hey, tell us about that goal that your goalkeeper conceded. You have to describe that to our our viewers. That was one of the most amazing goals I've ever
yeah,
seen.
the ball came to our goalkeeper,
But
and he tried to play it yeah, away, yeah, to kick it, and he failed to kick the ball. The ball run
yeah,
under his feet and rolling into the
yeah, into the goal.
goal,
Yeah.
into the goal. Yeah,
But Martin, we
yeah.
didn't say the most important thing about this. Where was this shot taken from? The shot that this goalkeeper
From his own
scuffed.
player. From his own player.
No, no,
Oh,
no, no,
no,
it
no,
wasn't.
no,
No,
no.
no.
It was
The, the goal that your goalkeeper conceded was shot. Uh, it was shot from behind the halfway line.
yeah. This is right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It was an
it was a
easy ball.
defender
Yeah,
trying to cross the ball. There was
yeah.
a defender trying to cross the ball. So we are talking about, I don't know, 60 meters away, or I don't know, 70 meters away, or something like that. And it looked like it's something that the goalkeeper should take care of. But as Martin described it nicely, he didn't. And it was one of the most amazing goals ever scored in football. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it was a big mistake, obviously. It was a blunder.
yeah,
It was a blunder by your goalkeeper.
yeah. It's many. We watched the game with a big group. It was a birthday party in which we were invited, and because many football fans were there. Therefore, the guy who had this birthday party, organized a big screen, yeah, and we watched together, and it was not fine to see these goals, and but But yesterday in the German Cup, Bayern Munich failed. Yeah, they lost against Freiburg, and they're
They
out
got
of
knocked
the.
out.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
got
they're
knocked
knocked
out.
out. Yeah, they got knocked
Okay,
out.
so Schadenfreude, yeah, Schadenfreude.
Yeah,
This is actually, Martin. Did you know
yeah.
that this word Schadenfreude,
It's the
it
same.
actually it actually is used in English, and
Ah,
they have taken it from German. Yeah,
okay. Mhm.
and it's a really, of course, it's not like the most common word, but English people know it.
Yeah.
Schadenfreude comes from German. Can you explain to us what it means? What does Schadenfreude mean, Martin?
Schadenfreude means, yeah, like I said before, if um, um, a, a football, another football team um, lost the game, and you are happy about it, yeah,
Yeah,
because they lost the
exactly,
game, yeah, and this is
exactly.
the word Schadenfreude.
Yes. So I'm looking at the definition in the Cambridge Dictionary,
Yeah,
and like I said, it is part of the English language. And Schadenfreude, even the pronunciation is Schadenfreude. It's all Freude. It sounds very German. It's a
yeah.
feeling of pleasure or satisfaction when something bad happens to someone else. So it's not very. It's actually not very nice, Martin. It's
Yeah,
not very.
uh,
It's not very
but
nice.
I
But
think,
in football,
but in
it's
football, everyone has it a bit.
of
A
course,
bit.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Every single time Tottenham loses a game, or every single season, Tottenham end up trophyless, which happens all the time. I feel this too, Martin.
I, I,
I'm not.
I have to
I'm not.
say, international games, yeah, then I'm happy if Bayern Munich win games, yeah. But in the national games, then I'm happy for the
Domestic games, you mean? Domestic games.
domestic domestic games. No, okay,
Games in your league. Then
in your league,
you
yeah,
want them to lose, because if they lose, that means your team, Borussia Dortmund,
yeah.
have has a better chance of winning the
But
title.
yes, but I speak about the cup, the German cup, not the league, the German
But
cup.
it's the same with the league. Like, you want
Yeah,
them to
yeah,
lose. You are
yeah, yeah,
huge,
exactly.
massive
Yeah,
rivals. You are rivals, yeah. So there's a lot of rivalry, and these are the biggest teams in Germany, obviously. So I think we can understand it, Martin. I don't think this is anything unusual. Okay, so I've already asked you the question: who usually wins the league? It's Bayern Munich. So my
yeah,
next question is: does it get a bit boring with
yeah.
Bayern Munich dominating so much?
Absolutely, absolutely boring. Yeah, the last years, because um, there were some years Bayern Munich had more than 10 points than the second place. Yeah, and or
Yeah,
they were already the champion a couple of weeks before
yeah.
the league ended, and
Yeah.
it's not
It's not
interesting
exciting.
anymore.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
exciting. Yeah.
exactly,
But
exactly.
yeah, now it's a little bit different. It's not far, 2 points away
Yeah,
from Dortmund,
you have a
but
chance. You have a good chance, but still,
yeah,
Bayern is Bayern, right? It's gonna be
Bayern
hard.
is Bayern, yeah, and they got a new coach. Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
have to talk about that.
yeah.
This was one of the
Okay.
questions.
Mm,
It was one of the questions I prepared for you.
yeah.
Can you guys hear a little bit of an echo? I don't know why there's an echo now. I think it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, good.
Okay.
Right. So obviously, what was his name? The Bayern Munich coach was fired. What was his name? Na
Um,
Naden
Nagelsmann,
Nagelsmann.
Julian Nagelsmann. Yeah.
Julian Nagelsmann,
Mhm.
a successful coach,
Yeah.
who was doing really well with Bayern. Yeah,
Yeah.
uh, pretty much top of the league, and got Bayern into the quarterfinal of the Champions League, and he got sacked out of nowhere.
He won against Paris in the Champions League. Yeah.
Paris
Yeah.
Saint-Germain,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
after that he was fired.
Yeah.
Why? Why was he
um,
sacked?
yeah. The 2 months ago they had much more points than the second place. Yeah, in the league, and then something happened. I don't know why, but the team perhaps the team played against the coach or so. Yeah, they failed a couple of times. Yeah, or had oh,
Mm.
a draw.
Mm.
Yeah, a
Drew
draw,
a
a
yeah,
draw.
maybe drew a game or
Yeah, drew a game, and yeah, and the other teams are coming near,
but
nearer.
that's
No,
that's that's still very strange, right?
yeah,
They're still in the pole position. They're
yeah,
still in a fantastic place to win the league, and with their experience, I would be surprised if they didn't win the league. Let's be honest. And with the squad they have, with the squad
yeah,
depth, and the kind of players they have,
yeah.
even someone like Mane from Liverpool, who is on the bench. So uh,
It's
I don't understand it. Like why are the club owners so trigger happy? There's a nice word for you. Trigger happy. You know this word?
no, I haven't heard it before.
Trigger happy.
Ah,
If you're
okay.
trigger happy, you're happy to pull the trigger.
Yeah,
But
okay.
it is used when talking about football owners. Yeah,
Mm,
somebody or you could talk about business as well, I suppose. And
mm.
someone who's trigger happy, they fire people like very often without much reasoning or
Yeah, you can say the second or the bank of from Bayern Munich are so good that they could um, substituted and could win every game also. Yeah, because of the
yeah,
performance of the. Yeah, it's a top team, and it's a really expensive team. Yeah,
yeah.
and Bayern Munich has the money. Yeah, and therefore, yeah, they have.
But I just want to
To,
make a nice analogy with the Italian league. How nice is it to see Napoli being so many points ahead of every other team in the Italian league? It's so refreshing to see a different team there
yeah, yeah,
rather than the usual suspect. So I feel like something like that should happen in Bundesliga. I think it's going to clear the air and it's going to make other football fans happy too. Because if the, what's going to happen is that the Bayern Munich fans will become arrogant and spoiled, and all they expect is success. So when their team loses, they will just go crazy, or they will just not be. I don't know what the word is, but they will not be objective anymore.
yeah,
And everyone else is in the position of like trying to chase this dream that like this pipe dream that no one can get there. They don't have enough confidence anymore. They don't have enough money as well because if Bayern wins everything, so they rake it all, like they collect all
yeah,
the money as well, like from the titles. So it's a vicious circle, right?
yeah, yeah,
So it always helps football, like when in the Premier League when Leicester won. Remember when Leicester City won the league?
yeah, yeah,
That was like something incredible.
yeah.
I think
Mhm.
Napoli are 99% are going to win as well this year in Italy. We have the French league where Paris Saint-Germain also win every season. This is so boring.
Yeah,
This is
that's
so
it.
boring.
Mm.
So you need to do something about that in Bundesliga, Martin. Dortmund, you have to win this year. You have to win it.
And if Dortmund do not win, any other team should win. It doesn't matter which team,
This
but not
this is
Bayern Munich again.
Schadenfreude again.
But
Yeah, of course, of course. No,
no,
I totally.
because other teams, you can't imagine if you see the party, the champion party in this city. It's boring for us. It would be boring. You know
Yeah, yeah,
what happened in Dortmund, for example, when Dortmund win the league, then you have party days
better,
long.
better party.
Yeah. Because it's rare. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
rare. It's not every year, and yeah,
exactly,
it's not boring.
exactly. Yeah, that because even success like you could say that you never get bored of success, but uh, that's why like rich people become unhappy sometimes because they have everything they can get,
Yeah, yeah, then
but then
exactly.
they no longer appreciate the little things. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be the same here in this case.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's good to lose in life in general, right? Sometimes it's nice if somebody brings you down a peg or two, which is a nice idiom, then you can appreciate when you bounce back, yeah,
yeah,
when you make it again, because you can really appreciate that feeling, and you can be proud of yourself. But when you keep winning and you're on top, the only way, you cannot go anywhere else, you can only go down, the only
yeah,
way is down, so you don't enjoy going up because there is no up. You're already there. So
yeah,
yeah, and that's why the fans in Germany, all fans, neutrals, are bored,
yeah.
but even Bayern fans might be bored.
Yeah, you have Bayern Munich fans in in everywhere in Germany. Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah,
Every city has Bayern Munich fans. And
even
it's,
Dortmund, even
yeah,
Dortmund
in
has
Dortmund.
Bayern
Yeah,
Munich. I cannot believe this. I don't believe
you
this.
can't believe.
How dare they? How dare
Yeah,
they, Martin?
I don't
Okay.
know how it works.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. So who do you think will clinch the title this season then in the Bundesliga?
Yeah, Dortmund or Bayern Munich.
I like how you mentioned Dortmund first.
Yeah,
Maybe this is a good sign that this might happen.
positive thinking.
Positive thinking, always, always. Okay, excellent. What about the Champions League? And could this be a good thing that Bayern are still fighting on two different fronts? They are in two different competitions, right? Could this be a good thing that they have to play really tough matches because they are about to face Manchester City, Bayern
Yeah,
Munich in the quarterfinals?
yeah.
So my first question is: can Bayern beat the City and then go on to win the Champions League? And the second question, Martin, is a follow-up question: can this help Dortmund if this happens in the league?
The
Can it help?
second, can you the second question or the following
Yeah,
question?
can it
Yeah.
help Dortmund? Can the fact that they
Ah,
will be
okay, yeah,
they
yeah.
will be in the Champions League and their players will be tired
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
will
yeah.
have to rotate their squad? Can it actually help Dortmund win the title this year?
Um, it's it could be, but to be honest, Dortmund has to win every game. Yeah, and this is the most important thing. And then it could help. Yeah, but I hope,
Yeah.
but yeah,
You don't
I
seem to
don't believe it.
you don't seem to believe enough. I think that's what we have been talking about. I think Bayern Munich has been dominating for so long that
Yeah,
it's more like a dream for you guys now.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but it's a
To be
pity.
honest, it is a dream. Yeah.
Well, the good news is Thomas Tuchel, who is now the new
Coach.
Bayern Munich manager. Obviously, he was famously fired from the Chelsea club,
Yeah.
even though he was doing quite well with them, but he had some misunderstandings with the owners or something.
Mm.
He has a good track record and wasn't he a Borussia Dortmund coach before as well? He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
before
yeah,
before Chelsea.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Mm.
Well, that might be a bad thing for you because he knows Borussia Dortmund, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
He also knows how to win the Champions League because he won it with Chelsea.
Yeah,
So we will see, Martin. Fingers
mm,
crossed. You never know, yeah?
yeah, you never know.
It's not over until the fat lady sings, is the expression. Yeah. Okay, then. And then I just want to mention one more game, Martin, and then
Yeah,
that will be it for
yeah,
today. I think it happened about 1 month ago because I like one team in Germany, and that's Bayern Leverkusen, because there
yeah,
are two Czech players playing for Bayern Leverkusen, Patrik Schick and Adam Hložek. Yeah, they are
yeah,
quite prominent Czech players, international international players, and they beat you, right? They beat Oh no, they
No,
beat Bayern. They beat
Bayern,
Bayern.
Bayern,
Yeah,
yeah,
they beat Bayern 2-1. And did
yeah,
you did you see the highlights from that game?
yes, yes. It was in the press, and it was, yeah. Then I checked, and you wrote me,
Yeah,
then I checked it again, and watched on YouTube, and it was a funny situation.
very funny, guys.
This-
Check it out. Go if you are interested in football. Go to YouTube and type
yeah,
in Bayern Leverkusen, Bayern Munich.
yeah,
And so, can you describe to our viewers what happened in that game?
yeah. It was, um, oh, how it's called, the 16-meter room in front of the goal,
6 yard box, I think,
6 yard box.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, in it, a Leverkusen player was fouled. Fouled,
yeah.
that's right. Was fouled, and the referee said it was no foul. It was, yeah. I don't know the word. If you,
Oh, you mean the penalty box? No,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
I think it's called the penalty box, or is it
penalty
called
box.
10-yard box? I think something like that. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And how it's called, if you are fouled,
Penalty.
and nothing, and the player nothing did to you. Yeah,
18-yard box. Sorry, the penalty area, the penalty box, or the 18-yard box. I'm just checking the right expressions here. Right. So diving. It's called diving. So
diving. Yeah,
yeah,
the referee said to the Leverkusen player it was
it was
diving,
a dive,
a dive,
and
and he got the yellow card.
got a yellow card for a
Yeah,
dive, which is like
for the dive. Yeah,
pretending. It's like a pretended foul, basically. The player
yeah,
was faking the foul.
taking.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
basically.
exactly. Yeah, and then because of the video assistant,
Referee VAR.
the,
Yeah,
the
VAR.
yeah, the yellow card. Can I say got back? No, went back?
Uh,
No.
you can
Oh,
say it
what to
was
say?
rescinded,
Rescinded
or yeah, there's a verb
or
rescind,
rejected? No,
taken back. You can
taken
say
back.
it, yeah, cancelled, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, cancelled. Yeah, exactly. And the funny thing about it, it was later. This, I think it was the same player.
Wait. We should say this, Martin.
Yeah. Okay.
The video assistant referee decided that this was not diving, and it was a foul, which means it
Yeah.
was a penalty,
It
which
was a
is which is
penalty. Yeah.
which is a massive
Yeah.
massive difference, right? So
Yeah.
penalty, then Bayern Leverkusen scored. Oh,
Scored.
before that, the player who received the yellow card, it was,
Yeah.
as you said, it was cancelled, so no yellow
Cancelled.
card. They scored a goal, and then what happened later on?
Yeah. This the same procedure. I
Exactly the
think
same.
the same.
The same player got a yellow card for diving.
Yeah.
Was booked for diving, because the referee thought it was again pretending to be fouled. But
Yeah.
then the VAR checked it, and they overturned the decision,
The same.
and
It
the
was
yellow card was again cancelled, rescinded, and they scored the penalty, and they
yeah.
won 2-1.
It was
Yeah,
2-1 also. Yeah.
2-1. Yeah, so incredible match.
It was.
Yeah. Okay, Martin, let's have a look at a bit of feedback. Okay, before that, I'm going to show everyone the Bundesliga as well, the Bundesliga table. Okay, here we go, just to see what's happening there. So 26 matches played. How many games are there in Bundesliga, Martin? 34? It has
We
to
have
be 30.
18 teams.
So 34. Yeah,
34. Yeah.
it's going to be 34. So you have got 8 games left, I think. And, or is it 7? 8 or 7? I think 8. And yeah, Bayern are top of the league with 55 points, followed by Borussia Dortmund, who are only 2 points behind. And then there is also Union Berlin,
Yeah.
not very far as well. So
Yeah.
I think, yeah, even Freiburg are doing okay, but I think they're too far now. And also oh my God, look, they have 4 draws
Yeah.
out of their last 5 matches. I think that's
Mm.
why they dropped off a little bit. But look at the form of Leverkusen.
Yeah.
They keep winning.
Mm.
They might even get into the Champions League with this form. Who knows? But yeah, it's gonna be quite exciting. Like in England, same thing. We'll see what happens there. So Martin, as always, at the end of this lesson, I am gonna go through a little bit of language. I wrote a few sentences which I thought we could correct. Yeah, not many. So how could you change this? I'm not high qualified in football.
Highly qualified.
Yes,
Highly
highly
qualified.
qualified, because you
Yeah.
need an
Adverb.
adverb.
An adverb. Yeah.
You need an adverb.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. Then you said I were infected. What's wrong with that?
Uh, I was. I was.
I
I
was,
was
yeah.
infected. I was. Yeah.
What do we use were with?
With plural.
With plural?
With plural. Yeah.
That's it. And or second person singular. You were infected,
Yeah.
right? hmm
Yeah.
Okay, and then the same thing, but you use the preposition into. I was infected into football.
Yeah.
So think about a virus. Would you say I was infected into virus?
No. 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 Infected with football.
Maybe we could use with. It was infected with this virus. Potentially we could use with, but I think like the phrase is by. You get infected by something, right?
Okay.
But potentially we might be able to use with. Some people might say it, but I would still go for by here. They win the league every year since 10 years, I think you said.
Yeah.
So
They have been won the
Martin, I'm
league.
gonna give you one piece of advice here. Yeah? I've
Yeah.
noticed it's not just this sentence. I've noticed you like to use the word since, which is
Mhm.
great, but you have to be
Yeah.
careful with since.
Yeah. For.
Remember one thing, Martin, yeah?
Yeah.
Only use since with present perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
If it's used as like from, the meaning, because since can also be used to mean because, right? But not that meaning. I mean the meaning of the preposition.
Hmm?
Use it with present perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Here you are not using present perfect at all. They win the league every year.
For 10 years.
Okay, maybe it was like you could say like you could make a comma here. Okay, so the way this works is that you would say this first sentence, and because it's a conversation, sometimes people like say
Yeah.
one thing then another thing. It doesn't
Mhm.
always, it's not always coherent, which is a feature of discourse. So it would make sense if you said for 10 years. You could say
Mhm.
that, and everybody would understand that you mean it's been happening for 10 years. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be such a big problem, but I think since 10 years is impossible here. So you would say,
Yeah.
if you say for 10 years, that might
For
work.
10 years. Oh.
But you should also know that it's like a feature of sort of conversation there. It's not
Yeah.
really how you would form the sentence in writing like that. Okay? It was a birthday party in which we were invited.
What's wrong with
Do,
it?
do you invite someone in a party? You invited me in a party? No. To invite
Yeah.
someone.
Perhaps it's a German translation problem. Yeah. Because in Germany, you would say you invited someone. Yeah.
Yeah, but
To a party.
I wouldn't use in. I would go for to, right? If you say party. You can say they invited us in, which means like they invited us to go inside. Yeah, that's something different. But if you where are we? if you're talking about a birthday party, you are invited to a birthday party,
Two.
right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could say like they invited us in, meaning they said, "Hey, you can come inside." But that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Mhm.
I think this should be two. 2 months ago, they had much more points than the second team in the league. What's wrong with this? Can you say much
Ah,
more points? Much
a lot of more, or
a lot more points,
more points,
a
a
lot
lot
more
more
points, or
points,
many more points.
or many,
It's you cannot
many.
use
Yeah.
much. I think you cannot
You,
use much with
you
points.
can points you can count. Yeah. And
Yeah,
therefore, yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
That's why it's countable. And this
Yeah.
is the classic in in every lesson.
Oh. What is called?
What is it called?
What
Yeah,
is
if
it
you
called?
what is it called?
Oh man.
No, it's fine, Martin. You
Yeah.
see, I didn't find that many things today. Okay, so very good job as always. I hope people also learned something from it. People watching us, at least the phrase Schadenfreude or trigger happy. There was some interesting vocabulary that we came up with during this live as well. So yeah, I am in awe of your ability to recall all these details and games. Well, if you don't have to really be in awe, which is a nice phrase, by the way, to be in awe, like it's like to have a lot of respect for someone or admire someone for something. It's a nice phrase to be in awe of someone. Um, you don't have to be. It's just my passion. Yeah. So if you are interested in something, I'm sure you have got your sort of interests, and then you know so many things about it because you read about it, you watch videos. So that's what I do. Yeah, I don't. Maybe you were talking about Martin here. I don't know, but listen, it's nothing special really. I think most of the football fans know these things. Yeah, because if you follow your team, if you follow the league, you always every week you watch the highlights, the experts, the pundits. There is a studio. You listen to podcasts and whatnot. So yeah, right, Martin. We have got one more comment here from Helen. Now I think I have to sing since it's over now. You see, this is a nice use of the word since
Mm.
um,
Yeah.
to express reason. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Because
can.
yeah, you
It's like
can.
because.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm. Because okay. Yeah. I
So
read this in an email at work, and I didn't know this in that way, and I was asking the lady what means since in this way, and she said, "Oh, it's like because." Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah. Mhm.
exactly. Yeah, it can be quite confusing, this word for
Yeah.
English learners. But if it's used as the preposition, remember
Mhm.
it's used with present perfect. So
Present
if you don't
perfect
have
only.
present perfect in your sentence, avoid using since.
Okay. Mm.
Even if you say something like from, if you are talking about a period of time which is finished, which is in the past, let's say I played football from 1998 till 2022, which is more or less true. Yeah, I played football from 1998 to 2022. This was my football career. I cannot use since because I'm already retired from
Mm.
football, so I cannot use since.
Yeah.
But if you still play, you would say I have been playing
Yeah.
since
Yeah. Mm.
1998. But that's not the case for me because I hung
Mm.
up my boots in
Mm.
2022. So that's why, like, you have to avoid using since in certain structures.
Yeah.
With past tense, don't use since ever.
Yeah.
Don't use it with present simple either. It's only used with present perfect, continuous, or simple.
Mm.
Enough of this. I know there are some people who don't like me going on about all this terminology and whatnot. I understand as well. Martin, fantastic to
Okay.
talk to you again. Fantastic to catch up with you, talk about German football.
Yeah.
Keep me in the loop.
Yeah.
Keep me up to speed when it comes to German football. Let me know how
Yeah.
your team is doing. Send me a little message if you win. And yeah, fingers crossed that this year you beat Bayern.
Yeah. Hopefully, I
Yeah,
cross my finger.
they can win the Champions League. Yeah, let them win the
Yeah,
Champions League. To be honest, I don't really care because Arsenal are not in the Champions League, and my second team, West Ham, are not there either. So
yeah.
I don't really care about it. And yeah, and but let Dortmund win because it
Okay.
would be great for German football in general. I think it would, as I said, it would spice it up a bit.
Okay. Thank you for having me
You're
on
welcome, Martin.
your session.
Anytime,
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you everyone for watching, and please, no, without please. I read somewhere, Martin, that you shouldn't say please these days. You just say do it. Like this video, everyone. Yeah, like it.
Press the like
It,
button.
yeah. Press the like button. It's a direct it's a direct order. No please, okay. No please. Because you are more like they are more likely to do it if you don't say please, apparently. So I don't know why, but anyway, I'm too polite for that sometimes, so I say please. Anyway,
Okay.
that's all from us for today, and thank you
Bye
for
bye.
watching, everyone. Bye.
Bye.